Well, hello and good evening. My name is Jeff Hooks. I am the president of Victory Nutrition International, and it is my privilege to welcome you this evening to our VNI product and business overview presentation. We do this presentation, notwithstanding holidays, live every single Thursday evening. And so whether you're listening to this live this Thursday evening, February 21st, or via the recording, we want to welcome you. We've got, as always, many of our top leaders and emerging leaders in the world of VNI that are plugged in from the U.S. and Canada. I want to welcome all of you. And then really, on behalf of the entire team, extend a special welcome tonight to those of you that are guests. This is really for you. This presentation is designed to educate you, to share some information. And of course, what you do with that information is predictably up to you. And we'll give you some suggested next steps based on the timing in your life, the interest that you have in the information that we're going to share. But we're going to talk about a young, fast-growing wellness company called Victory Nutrition International. We're just over 5 years old, operational history. We're doing business all across the United States and Canada. And folks, we're just getting started. You're going to hear about a wellness company that is redefining the health and nutrition space. You're going to hear about a direct sales company that is redefining relationship marketing. Everything that we do and the way we do it, candidly, is different. And we believe it's better, and that'll be up to you to decide. So with that, it is my privilege to turn our presentation over to our featured speaker for this evening. I've had the good fortune of knowing this gentleman, Mr. Ken Nazemeth, for over 10 years. He is a world-class martial artist. In fact, that's how we met through business, and I was blessed for him to be my sensei for a few years, and he's in the Martial Arts Hall of Fame. He's a family man, lives just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, is a traditional businessman. In fact, Ken runs the sales and business development for a $500 million a year company. So he's a traditional businessman who is leading the VNI mission on a part-time basis. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that as we move through the information tonight. You can build this either as, obviously as a customer, but if you're interested in engaging as a brand partner, you can build an amazing business on a part-time level. In fact, Ken Nazemeth, since he's locked arms with Ed Bender and Gina Bender, our number one income earners in the world of VNI, Ken literally is the fastest growing leader in the entire world of VNI since November. So with that, it is my privilege to turn our presentation over to Mr. Ken Nazemeth. Take it away, Ken.
Thanks, Jeff. And let me just share my screen here again. My name is Ken Nazemeth, and tonight I want to share a little bit about, let me see if I can get it on here. Sorry. There we go. I want to share a little bit about our mission at Victory Nutrition International, some of the science behind our products, and of course the products themselves, and how beneficial they really are to everyone that decides to enjoy them. Our founder, Bill Downs, along with our president, Jeff Hooks, they give me the opportunity tonight to share some of my insights about Victory Nutrition International, and again, about the supplement industry as a whole, based on what I see as a health-minded consumer, as well as a business professional. Victory Nutrition has really put something tremendous in front of us, really something great. I liken it to the idea of being in the garage at Apple, at Macintosh, before the personal computer goes worldwide, or maybe in the basement in the home of the creator of Under Armour, before it started challenging Nike for sports dominance. So let's really get at it. Tonight is a product overview and a business overview, and clearly there's a lot to talk about with Victory Nutrition. Our mission, our vision, our values, of course, as well as the wonderful products themselves, and how they're being shared based on the science of good health. But we don't have a lot of time to spend this evening, so let's use it wisely. Let's take a high-level look at Victory Nutrition. And then after the presentation, after this call, get back to the person and get back in contact with the person that invited you onto this call, the person that cared enough about you to take a deeper dive into the science of our nutrition, as well as the opportunities that it can create for yourself and for your family. As consumers, We spend billions of dollars a year in really three categories. But these three categories can really be broken down into one big line of thinking. I call it health awareness. Billions of dollars are being spent on many products that really don't even work. And some, they purport to give you one thing, but they really don't add to your health benefit. As I look at what's happening in America today and really worldwide, obesity and chronic illness, they're on the rise. So why is it that so many Americans are buying more and more nutritional supplements? They're all looking for that magic pill, right? Yet obesity and chronic illness continue to grow in epidemic proportions. To me, it says there's something wrong with the industry today. So what is really the most expensive supplement that you're ever going to take? Of course, it's the one that doesn't work. You've probably heard of those stories of the one-a-day pill that many folks like to take. Those little one-a-day pills, they're found in bedpans in hospitals just about every day. And I'm serious about that. These products, they just don't get in. They don't get absorbed. They're not used. And they simply pass through the body because of the packaging or the processing. They don't get absorbed, and the consumers are really wasting their money. Now, to me, that's where these things start really getting exciting. Health has become a consumer-driven market. It's become personal to millions of Americans because of so much of how healthcare has changed, and healthcare has really gotten into the mainstream media since 2009. Health has really become a consumer-driven market, and follow with it health and nutrition. Victory Nutrition is really perfectly placed to be a leader in this emerging health-conscious consumer. So, many vitamin companies start with the idea of, I'm going to build I'm going to build a company. And when we build this company, we need to find a product to put in it. Well, when VNI launched, we approached this whole thing a whole entirely different way. Launched in 2014 by biochemists and formulators, VNI, the product line was created first. And because of the life-changing, industry-shattering value that these nutritionals were bringing, a company had to be formed around it. And that's how VNI was born. For a product to have real legs, for it to be in any industry, to revolutionize the market, it needs to have a differentiating factor. It needs to be disruptive. It needs to have a punch found nowhere else in the industry. And it needs to be based on truth. It needs to be founded in science, a good science, and it needs to be understood by the masses. And that's really where our power of three with Victory Nutrition comes along. Our quality ingredients, our mechanical pre-digestion process, which isn't proprietary, it's very expensive, but then our proprietary absorption technology, which is part of our IP. Now, with over 36 clinical studies, peer-reviewed, published, Victory Nutrition stands really alone in the supplement world. Right now, we're the best kept secret in nutrition. But I say that right now because I don't think it's going to be that way for very long. When I look at the scientific method and how products come to pass through dozens, hundreds, even thousands of hours to replicate studies with precision, with accuracy, with reliability. These are the studies and the foundation of VNI. And it's really, it's, again, the science of good health. I say that over and over again because this really is about putting great stuff into your body. Our founder, Bill Downs, along with our scientific advisory board, have really gotten us where we are right now. Bill and his professional colleagues, they're impassioned with science, with good health. And with that, through the many hundreds of small steps that they've taken over and over forward, our product at Victory Nutrition line was built. I keep reiterating it, backed by the clinically valuable published studies that speak to the science of good health. Victory Nutrition really is unparalleled in the nutrition and supplement world. If you look on this slide right here, there's probably more P's, H's, and D's than you're going to find in a bowl of alphabet soup. But that's not what's most important. What's most important is the people behind those P's, H's, and D's. These individuals, they have a passion for good health, a passion for science, and really a passion to change how the world views nutrition. Our intellectual property really is our differentiator. It's a differentiator in the marketplace. There's really nothing that compares to what Victory Nutrition can bring to the health conscious individual. And I will say unequivocally, when I speak about Victory Nutrition to others and the wonderful products inside our product line, I always lead with science. Use www.vniscience.com to become better acquainted with the hard work and the huge resources available that have already been prepared for us. Again, www.vniscience.com. Now, as consumers of these wonderful nutritionals, and as well as some leaders and emerging leaders who have decided to make VNI part of their business strategy, we're all called upon as in a mission towards good health. We're all backed by, again, this ammunition of science, and we have the products that consistently are delivering better health. We're achieving better health with it, and we have the science and the backing behind it. A few slides ago, and I love this picture, this protozoan picture. A few slides ago, I said for a product to gain traction in any market, it needs a differentiator. And again, we have three. First, our quality. Bar none, there are no products in the industry and that source the way we source. The highest quality, the best foundational ingredients to maintain the highest standards. Two, our process of mechanical pre-digestion. It's called wet milling. It's not proprietary, but it's very expensive. We are actually breaking the vitamins and minerals down to the very smallest components so that, in fact, our body can truly absorb them and use them. And finally, our proteasome technology. This is our proprietary absorption technology. This means that the supplements will be absorbed 100% of the time by 100% of the people who are taking them. And again, we have the science to back it up. Proteasomes are a unique phospholipid transfer molecule. It's a carrier sphere, if you will, a carrier vehicle around multiple nutrients that then effectively transport them all across your digestive system. And by continually transporting these nutrients over and over again into the circulation at the same time, these nutrient clusters then improve the body's ability to recreate, to rebuild, and to sustain optimal health. This encapsulation process, if you will, it's used multiple times in the manufacturing process of our product line. Protovite takes several days just to create. Enzorb as well uses the same proteasome technology. This allows for a range of both fat and water-soluble compounds to be held collectively at different layers within the spheres. And because these layers are then instantly released underneath your tongue sublingually first, they pass through your stomach, and then they stick to the sides of your small intestine and released over time. This is precisely the unique attribute that creates a maximum nutrient, synergy, and benefit effect for our bodies. It really is amazing. It's game-changing technology and a nutrition vehicle that's really unheard of in the industry. As I joked before, the most expensive supplement that you can buy is the one that doesn't get in. Simply put, our products at Victory Nutrition get in. They are absorbed 100% of the time by 100% of the people that take them. One of our taglines at Victory Nutrition is, "It is nutrition that gets in." So some may ask, okay, who is Victory Nutrition for? Because of such high technology, the high standards, and our science behind it, many people will say, well, it's for the athlete. It's for the high-performance athlete. Well, I've spoken to professional athletes. I've spoken to high school and college athletes. They're all looking for an edge, right? So what is the edge? If you can provide nutrition at the cellular level, that's important. If you can nourish the cells with more oxygen, more water, and more nutrients to create more energy, better hydration, and more stamina, would that be good for the athlete? Of course it would. But then some say, what about for the person that it's the overworked person, or the tired person, or maybe the person who doesn't eat right? Well, we know from studies back in the 1990s already, 30 years, even eating right still doesn't provide all the answers because of the vitamin and mineral depletion in the soils where we grow our food. Who is Victory Nutrition for? I'll tell you, it's for everyone. It's for the proactive person who's doing everything in their diet, everything in their lifestyle to live a healthy life, exercising and understanding that proper supplementation with good quality supplements, they're an essential part of a daily regimen. But it's also for the person who maybe they're not living the healthiest lifestyle, but they drive by the fast food restaurant and they decide to keep driving. They say, yeah, I probably shouldn't eat there. It's for every person willing to take one small step. Maybe it's an insignificant step, but one small step towards a more healthier future. You know, one of my favorite quotes is by a man by the name of Calloway, who said, sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up to be the biggest step in your life. Tiptoe if you must, but take the step. Now, our focus as leaders in the science of good health through Victory Nutrition is to encourage everyone to take a small step forward. Take a small step forward in 2019 to a better you. Tiptoe if you must, but take that step. Victory Nutrition provides two types of steps for each one of us. First, the step towards better health. And second, for leaders who want to share and promote the vision of Victory Nutrition. It's a step towards owning your own destiny through an innovative business model with thoughtful leaders who are helping and supporting you with your vision of health and your vision of abundance for everyone. So let's talk a little bit about the products. We have 4 that we're going to talk about tonight. Enzorb first. It's our newest product. It's the only proteasome technology enzyme. It's the product on the market that's really setting a new standard for enzymes. These are food-type enzymes that revitalize your metabolism. A clinical study is actually coming out this spring that's going to be discussing how enzymes are not just for digestion. So it's really good stuff. I want you to stay tuned for that. Protavite, it's our multivitamin and mineral complex that's been proven to rehydrate blood cells that have lost their negative charge in 5 minutes. This is really liquid blood food, restoring the negative charge on the cells and enabling them to carry more water, more oxygen, and more nutrients around the body. Simply put, everyone should be taking Protavite for their health. Then we have Brain Reward. Brain Reward, it supports focus, concentration, cognition, mental acuity, and it's backed again by 36 clinical studies. No other multi-ingredient finished product, and that's important to understand, finished product is known to have this many published studies in any independent scientific reviews. We'll talk more about Brain Reward in a minute. And then Thion Extra. This is an immune benefit cell detoxification formulation that supports anti-aging and life extension. So we're going to talk a little bit about Enzorb first. Excuse me. Enzorb is a multi-enzyme complex. It's proteasome consisting of a unique combination of really exclusively formulated enzymes for optimal metabolic and digestive support. Again, these are food-type enzymes, and that's important. A couple things to remember about Enzorb. Okay, it's not a prebiotic and it's not a probiotic. Okay, those are comprised of saccharides. They serve a nutritional function. Enzorb that's really not related to Enzorb at all. Enzorb serves a direct metabolic function. Okay, absorbed through proteasome technology. And remember, that's a Victory Nutrition trade secret. That's part of our intellectual property. So no other company has that IP. It gets in the blood and it serves to enhance metabolism. Again, it strengthens and boosts metabolism. It supports digestion of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. It supports intestinal health. And if you think about it, how many maladies in today's world are digestive related? If you don't take care of your ability to digest your foods properly the way we take in, doesn't matter what you're eating, right? Enzorb enhances your ability to do just that. Now, when we talk about Protavite, we all need to take supplements. If we know we need to take them, why not take the best quality in a vehicle that we know works? And we have clinical studies to prove it. I tell my friends that, the carrot that you ate as a kid, that your mom put on your plate, it's not the same carrot that we have on our dinner table or in the restaurant even today. Because of poor farming principles, because of pesticides, artificial growing strategies, our food just doesn't carry with it the same quality nutrition that it did, even just 2 decades ago. In fact, a United Nations study showed that our soils are depleted and they really no longer deliver the same vitamin and mineral value that they used to. All that changes when you start taking Enzorb. Now, Enzorb, it really is liquid nutrition that gets in. Our proprietary blend of multivitamin and mineral phytonutrient complex. Again, it's plant-based phytonutrient complex. It's unparalleled in its benefits to the human body. This is nutrition at the cellular level. Okay, Protovite specifically works at the cellular level to return the negative charge onto the blood, to carry more water, more oxygen, and to carry more nutrients around the body, and the nutrients actually get in. Okay, ask yourself, who's the simple question, who could benefit from this? That, my friends, is who should be taking Protovite. It's everybody who should be taking all the products at Victory Nutrition. We like to call Protovite liquid blood food. Our scientific research, it's validated on the finished product, not just certain ingredients. This is the finished product that all of our clinical studies are validated on. Protovite works, and it creates life-changing benefits for everyone that uses it. A brain reward. Brain reward is an effective reward deficiency nutrigenomic solution. Okay, this rebalances the brain reward circuitry. Who could use better mood? Who could use less anxiety in their lives? Everybody. Brain reward is a patented course correction for your mind. It's a staggering statistic that you think 1 out of every 4 Americans are going to experience some sort of mental health disorder. Look at the overstressed, the overpacked, the always connected lifestyle that we're all living, the undernourished lifestyle. The average American just isn't getting enough time. They're not getting enough sleep. They're always connected, always having your phone with you. It's always being switched on and ready. This further exacerbates the stress and the anxiety. Brain reward, it supports dopamine sensitivity and function. It helps regulate cravings. It relieves stress. It supports an easier detox. It supports focus, mental cognition, concentration, mental acuity. With over 36 studies, patented brain reward helps to really work on the hardwiring in your brain to create a better, happier you. Now, Thion Extra. Thion Extra is a super antioxidant immune booster. It serves an antioxidant function. It helps to rebalance a positive nitrogen balance back in your body. It supports cell detoxification, mental clarity, and it does have anti-aging properties. So, made with evidence-based premium products, Thion Extra really should be a part of everyone's health regimen. Now, remember, our mission with Victory Nutrition is this. It's assisting people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. Now, through the science of good health, we certainly can assist others by becoming servants of others and help them find good health. Use the products of Victory Nutrition. Through Victory Nutrition International, we can assist others, become servants to others in finding hope for themselves and their families. And then through Victory Nutrition, we as a family, we can assist each other and others who want to find abundance in life, in health, in business, and in happiness. So how will you use what you've gained tonight, the information that we've shared this evening, to make your life, or maybe someone else's life, a bit healthier, a bit happier? Let's all remember that the world does not have a remote control. You have to get up and change it yourself. Start today with the products of Victory Nutrition and the science of good health. And with that, I'd like to turn the presentation back over to Jeff Hooks. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you so much, Ken. Wonderful, wonderful information as always. And folks, I'm going to start my screen share, and we're going to pick up right where Mr. Nazemeth's left off. Hold one second. Okay. And here we go. Okay, folks, now as we talk, obviously Ken did a fabulous job of communicating and sharing the credibility, the company, the mission, the vision, the products, the science. And here's the reality. We know that if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of improving your physical wellness, your health and well-being, is of interest. We're early into the new year. If that's perhaps one of your New Year's resolutions, then you're going to love the VNI products. And we want to encourage you to, as Ken said, to get back to the person that invited you to the presentation tonight. Get your questions answered, get started with the product, and you'll be off and running. We also want you to know that there is a very lucrative business model attached to this company and these products. And we're not shy in rolling out the red carpet, not only for you potentially as a customer, if that's your area of interest, but also we need help spreading this mission that Ken was referring to. We are looking actively across the U.S. and Canada for individuals to join us as authorized partners. We provide the coaching, we provide the training, the teaching, the marketing tools, everything that you need, turnkey, to go out and create a cash flow with these amazing products. And so if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of being your own boss, of being an entrepreneur, perhaps creating a plan B income, so many people, I'm just a big believer in diversification of cash flow. The reality is, at least in my experience and some of the articles I've read over the last few years, the vast majority of individuals in this planet, I'm not talking just the United States and Canada, but around the world, are literally, if their primary source of income stopped, they would literally be 30 to 90 days from financial ruin. And so we believe it's like Harvey Mackay said, the time to dig a well is before you're thirsty. And so that's the opportunity here, either part-time or full-time. We've got an opportunity where we can help you create a parallel cash flow, help you put yourself in a position where you've got some options and you're not vulnerable. A lot of I look at our partners and all across the U.S. and Canada, these are men and women from different backgrounds. Some are building, they love the idea of blessing people with these amazing products. They love the idea of helping people by introducing them to a proprietary wellness technology that literally is second to none with the scientific validation that you've heard about. But they also have personal reasons. Maybe, I'm thinking of some individuals, paying off credit card debt, children's education, grandchildren's education, a new home, retirement, supplementing and augmenting their retirement. So whatever the reason is, if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of financial change, maybe improving your financial wellness as well as physical wellness with the products, then again, you're going to love what we share. So VNI is a global leader, just like we talked about and Ken shared with us how the company is different than other wellness companies. Well, in terms of relationship marketing companies, we are doing business different as well. Everything that we do is different. It's under the adage of authenticity, validation, under promising and over delivering. There's no hype with the VNI products or the VNI brand or the VNI business model. As we talk about internally with our leadership team and our corporate team, at VNI, we're into real. we're into real, and that's something that as we expand the brand with some marketing tools and some messaging out to the marketplace, that's a theme that you're going to hear more and more about as we move forward. Now, let's talk about how do you build a business? Maybe this whole concept is new to you. How do you build your business? Well, we teach you every step of the way. As I mentioned, we have a proven system that's designed to do two things. Number one, to set you up for success, no matter what your background is. If you've got a desire for some positive change in your life, a willingness to work, and even part-time, a few hours a week consistently, and you're coachable, meaning you don't try to reinvent the wheel. We'll teach you step by step. We have a proven system that's designed to set you up for success and then give you a track to run on as you move forward. And so the business is really, it's three key steps to building a business with VNI. First and foremost, it's get on the products yourself so that you can communicate with genuine enthusiasm, genuine authenticity by using the products every day. That's number one. Number two is we're going to teach you how to share the products, how to simply invite others to learn about these products. It's a three-step process. We say it's called invite, share, and follow up. Okay. And so it's a sorting process. We're looking for people that are looking. You don't have to be a professional salesperson. You don't have to overcome objections. The reality is most people, not all, but most people are interested in feeling better. Most people are interested in not just living longer, but living better. And so the idea of wellness, as Ken was talking about, is something that most people are very, very interested in, particularly when they start to have some challenges themselves or their loved ones, okay? So number one, use the products every day. Number two, share the products. We'll teach you how to do that. Invite, share, follow up. We'll teach you that process. We've got marketing tools that do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. We've got marketing tools just like this presentation. Think about it. You can invite people to this presentation. You provide the people, and we provide the presentation. Then number three, you're going to teach others to do the same if you want to build a team, a distribution network. And that's it, folks. Use the products, share the products, and teach others to do the same. Now, when you do that, and when we teach you how to do that, VNI's compensation plan is absolutely second to none. Second to none. Number one, you're going to earn immediate income. Business that you do this week, you get paid next week in the form of a fast start bonus. Excuse me. Number two, there's long-term residual cash flow. So while it's important to experience, let's call it some immediate gratification, meaning, again, you do business this week, you get paid next week. It's also important to understand that with the VNI compensation plan, you have the opportunity to create a recurring cash flow. So, for example, if you invite me to learn about VNI and I decide to engage with the Prodivite and maybe the Prodivite and the Enzorb, and so all of a sudden I place my product order. Well, Monday is when the Fast Start checks are processed. You're going to have a Fast Start check of 30% of my order. That's the immediate income. Now, most, not all, but absolutely most of our customers and partners are on a convenient subscription program. Now, what that means is you don't have to worry about running out of product. It's a convenient program where you determine exactly what products you want on a monthly basis. You don't have to worry about running out of product. You're in complete control. You can increase, decrease, cancel that subscription at any time. And we have a special subscription rewards program that can give you additional discounts off of the product price and discounts off of shipping to include even free shipping. So the idea is the residual cash flow, you've shared the product with me. Then in a month from now, when my subscription order processes so that I'm getting ready to get more products sent so I don't run out, well, guess what? You do not have to do anything. You don't have to process the credit card. You don't have to box up product and ship it to me. The company handles all that for you, and guess what? You get paid. So the idea is the residual cash flow, because these products are consumable, because they're proprietary and they deliver amazing results, you're going to have repeat business. These aren't just new customers or new partners placing first-time product orders. These are existing customers and existing partners that are consuming the product on a monthly basis, and you get paid all over again. So, folks, the idea, and this is not something that ramps up in 30 or 60 days, but, folks, depending on the size of your goal, you give this 12 to 24 months. Or if your goals are big, like Ken Nazemeth and some of you on the phone, you've got big goals to create a 6 or even a 7-figure residual, and you're looking at a 3 to 5 year plan. Whatever the idea is, I always tell people, don't let the small money bore you. Don't let the big money intimidate you. We can put together a plan that meets your vision. And also, it's got to meet your work ethic, however much you're willing to put into the business, okay? So immediate income, long-term residual cash flow, so you put effort in for a period of weeks, months, years, and then you get paid on an ongoing basis. And then finally, number 3, leadership development bonuses. We have parts of our compensation plan that are specifically designed to help you help your people. Zig Ziglar used to say you can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And that's the whole premise behind our leadership development bonuses that kick in, okay? Now, why partner with VNI? Folks, here's the idea. It's an opportunity to be in business for yourself without having to figure stuff out yourself. You don't have to figure things out yourself. You've got access, authorized access to proprietary products and technologies, health and wellness technologies that are exclusive to VNI partners. In other words, unlike a lot of companies in this industry, we do not distribute our products in any other channel. Okay, so you're not competing with the company. And I know that sounds natural, but you would be amazed how many companies in this industry do a little sleight of hand that way and can actually compete directly with their authorized partners. Not us. You've got access to proprietary product technologies that are found nowhere else. You've got no startup fees, no required inventory. You've got the flexibility to work wherever you want to work. Our top partners travel extensively, and you've got the ability to travel and have legitimate tax deductions by just simply having a meeting or sharing the product or doing a presentation or a training. And so you can travel if that's of interest. You can travel across the U.S. and Canada. It's a tax deduction, and we are going to be expanding around the world. We actually had a call earlier today on some of those plans, so a lot of exciting things happening. Now, we talked about why partner with VNI. We talked about the compensation plan. I'm not going to get into too much detail here, but here's the idea. You are your own boss with VNI. Okay, you're the CEO of your own business with VNI. So you can put together a plan that inspires you. And most importantly, you've got a system to plug into, so you don't have to figure this thing out. It's paint by the numbers. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. And so we'll teach you how to do the basics, do them often, do them well, rinse and repeat, as we say. And you got a team of individuals. We call them your upline success coaches. That includes, by the way, the individual that invited you to listen into tonight's presentation. And they have a vested financial interest in helping you succeed. The more successful you are, the more successful they are. I call that selfish generosity. And that's an important part of the VNI model and the VNI culture. Now, you might be asking yourself, what's your average partner? I mean, what's the profile of your partners that are across the US and Canada that are building this business? And what I can share with you is this. There is no common attributes. Here's what these are men and women from different backgrounds, but they do have a couple things in common that I've touched on earlier. Number one, they have a sincere desire for some positive change in their life. They like to help other people, and they're coachable. I'd probably say those are the big three. But if you look at this, we have individuals that are authorized partners with VNI who come from highly educated formal education backgrounds, doctors, lawyers, MDs, et cetera, various healthcare practitioners, full-time employees, part-time employees, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, people without a formal education that have gone through the school of life, and many, many more. So the idea is we have a system. It's equal opportunity to literally to across the whole spectrum of this business model. And the one thing is, we're looking for mission-driven people. We're looking for individuals. You might have big financial goals for yourself and your family, and that's wonderful. We embrace that. But the way you reach those financial goals is by blessing other people and putting the mission in front of everything else. And we'll teach you how to do that. But that we always say that, people say, who are you looking for? And I always tell people, as president of the company, and Bill and Kim are the same way as our founders, we're looking for missionaries, not mercenaries. And that's the key. That's the difference. That's part of the culture, the DNA of Victory Nutrition International as a company. So as we wrap up here, what's the next step? Well, first of all, you might be at a point where you say, you know what, I'm just ready to engage with the product. So once again, please get back to the person that invited you. Get your product order set up. Get your subscription set up. Give it at least 90 to 120 days. Enjoy the product. Take it daily. Develop the habit of engaging with these products daily, nourishing your body, as Ken said, at a cellular level every day, and see what happens. You'll be excited that you did. Number two, you might be at a point where you say, you know what, I like what I see, but I've got some questions, and that's great. You need more information. So again, get back to the person that invited you. They can set up a call with one of their upline success coaches, or even me, depending on your level of interest, and we'll make sure that you get the information that you need to make a good next step for you and your family. Number three, you might be at a point where you say, you know what, I don't have everything memorized, but the products make sense. And I'm at a point in time in my life where the idea of creating an additional cash flow is of interest. And I'm ready to move forward with that. And if that's the case, then of course, get back to the person that invited you and have them walk you through the builder pack options. We have what's called a basic pack that you see right here. We've got 3 pack options. The basic pack, which has $131 of free value, including free expedited shipping built into the pack itself. These are one-time purchases. These are designed to help you launch your business. It gives you some product to use for yourself and your family. It gives you some additional product also to share. And so this second option is what we call the promoter pack. It's a very popular option. You've got $183 of free product. You've got some marketing tools built in there. You've also got some the free expedited shipping as well. And then third and finally, the best option for those that want to build a business and get profitable quickly is the one-time purchase of our Share and Grow pack. That's the best way to launch your business. It's got the most value built in, as you can see, $293 built in. It's got some additional extra free product, free expedited shipping, etc. But also take a look at where the mouse is right here. As a partner that starts with a Share and Grow pack, you immediately are positioned for 6 months as what we call an executive manager. And what that simply means, folks, is you're leaving no money on the table. You're positioning yourself to make the most income as you get off the ground, start building your customer base, start putting your team in place. So that's the Share and Grow pack. And I'll tell you this, folks, it doesn't matter how you get started. It matters where you want to go, and we'll help you every step of the way. And so on behalf of the entire VNI family, on behalf of Mr. Ken Nazemeth, thank you for investing some of your Thursday evening. Get back to the person that invited you. We're excited to be moving forward with the VNI vision and mission. Join us Saturday on this same meeting room. We do what's called a quick start training. And if you're interested in building a business and embracing this mission and creating a cash flow for yourself and your family, then plug into that quick start training call, and we'll help you get through the learning curve quickly and get off to a fast and profitable start. That's at 11 a.m. actually on Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, in this same meeting room. Okay? So with that, thanks so much. Have a great evening, and we'll talk soon. God bless. Bye-bye.